Welcome. Today we're going to talk about LLCs. Specifically, what is an LLC and why do you need one? I'm Mark Lyda from the Lyda Law Firm. Let's get started. You've probably heard people talk about LLCs. If you're thinking about opening your own business, people have probably told you to consider setting up an LLC. Well, what exactly does that mean, and do you really need to do it? That's what we're going to talk about today. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. What is liability? Liability is something that you can be held legally responsible for. So think of all the risks that you could face from potential lawsuits. A limited liability company exists to help insulate you personally from those risks. So if you set up a limited liability company, what you're doing is you're creating a legal structure, kind of a protection around you, so that any liabilities your company faces will be limited to your company itself, with certain exceptions. As an example, if you are opening a store and a customer comes in and trips and breaks their ankle, then they can sue you personally unless you have an LLC set up. Or if you're selling things over the internet and a customer sues you about one of your products, or a vendor or distributor sues you over a business agreement that you have with them, they can sue you personally unless you have an LLC set up. Again, there are exceptions where people can still sue you personally if you have an LLC. For example, if you engage in some sort of intentional fraud, they can still sue you. But for those things like negligence, breach of contract, those slip and fall type of injuries, you want an LLC to give you the legal protection so that you will only be held liable for the amount you've put into the business. That's all you stand to lose. People cannot sue you personally and come after your personal assets. If you don't set up your LLC and you're engaged in business, you will be considered a sole proprietor. Or if you're doing business with somebody else or a group of people, you'll be considered a general partnership. In either of those types of legal structures, you can be held personally liable for any of your business liabilities. However, an LLC is great because it's considered pass-through taxation. So even though you're setting up a legal structure for your business, it does not mean you have to pay taxes at two levels, your business level and your personal level. Generally, LLCs are treated as pass-through entities, so they won't generally increase your tax costs. They will simply serve to insulate you from personal liability. So that's just a basic overview of what an LLC is and why you might need one. In the other videos in this playlist, we talk about more detail about various aspects of setting up and running an LLC. Please remember to click like and subscribe to help keep legal education free for small business owners.